Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Talking Real Estate here at Chambers Real Estate Team at Berkshire Hathaway Home Service Ambassador Real Estate Company. My name is Mark Wehner II, team leader here at Chambers Real Estate Team. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. So every Wednesday we jump on, give a rundown what's going on in the real estate market over the last 7 days. I'd like to start off with a quick tip. So quick tip today is on our championsrealestateteam.com website. If you jump on here, let it pull up here. So on our Champions Real Estate Team website, click on buying. So it goes to the home buyers here, and down in the kind of just right at the middle of the page here, it's our home buyers guide. So our home buyers guide basically is free download. So you can access it anytime there. But what I want to pull in here is basically the home buyers evaluation checklist. So this is a good checklist that actually my father created, and all of these things have been issues that have been down at the real estate commission. So these are all important things to think about when you're going through that home buyer property valuation checklist. So this isn't a substitute for doing a home inspection or anything like that. But these are just some of those things that, as a home buyer, maybe you're buying your first home, you don't know what you don't know. These are some things you can take a look at and say, these are items that maybe I should be aware of, or ask us. And as we go through a coaching session with you, give you some of this information here. So this is something you can look at every single house, look over it before you start looking at houses, but it's a good tool for you, free on our championsrealestateteam.com website. Goes over just kind of a checklist of just everything you need to know about a house, as far as, is it in a floodplain? Have you secured the seller property condition disclosure statement? Is there water softeners? Is there another inspection that's already been done on the house? Then on the second page here, as it pulls up, what's the average utility bills? Things like that. So what your costs are that may affect your monthly payments, things of that sort that, just a very good comprehensive checklist that you can use basically free on our website. So championsrealestateteam.com, click on the buying tab, scroll down just a little bit, home buyer guide, basically download it. If you're looking for the seller guide, basically, obviously that's just in the selling section. So maybe we'll go over that next week, but appreciate you guys jumping on there. If you do get on a website, awesome. You can, has all the up-to-date information. It does ask you just to register on there. We're not one of those teams that's going to hound you every 5 minutes until you buy a house. We want to provide that information out there to you so that you can use it. And we love the opportunity to work with you. So quick tip for the day there. So let's jump into what's gone on in the real estate market over the last 7 days as it pulls up here for us. Give me just a second. All righty. So as it shows up here, so we had 725 new listings go live in the last 7 days, 508 new contracts written. So we had a big jump. Obviously, the previous week, we were right after 4th of July weekend. So that, I think, had 310 homes that were under contract and about 600 or so that went on the market. So obviously, we bumped up those numbers a little bit after the 4th of July. Everyone's like, oh, we got the holiday done. Let's get our house on the market. Hopefully, we can either get into a house or get our house sold before maybe school starts or something of that matter. But that's kind of the numbers that we're looking at. We're still looking at a pretty healthy market here. We had 472 happy new homeowners over the last 7 days that closed on their new house. So congratulations to them. So that's kind of the ground level numbers here. So let's look at the 30,000 foot view as we jump up just a little bit. This gives you a kind of a bigger picture of what's going on in the market. So in the active homes on the MLS and the Omaha and Lincoln MLS, we're about 3,775. Douglas County, we're at 2,221. Breaking that number down a little further. So when you think of, how many existing homes are out there for sale? Well, it's 1317 there, just over 900 homes on the new construction side. So we still don't have a lot of inventory, but as you saw in that other one, the inventory is moving. So people look at, there's houses aren't moving. There's nothing on the market. Houses are going quick. Well, yes, they are, because it's 720, 25 went on the market. 504 of them went off the market. So that market is moving pretty well in there. So we're sitting about 2.9 months supply of inventory. So just on that neutral market a little bit. So obviously each market neighborhood is a different, segment there that we also look at, at Champions Real Estate Team, so that we can keep an eye on exactly what sector are you looking at, what price point, what neighborhood, what area, and we can really hone in and basically get you a good idea, whether you're selling that house to position that house, in the largest amount of buyers so that we can generate the most, most for your equity, or maximize your equity. And then from a buyer's perspective, what's our competition? What are we looking at? What's the scouting report out there for the other team? So we know how to approach that, pull the plays out of the playbook that we need to run in there. So average sold price went up just another $1,000 at 355, about a 2.3% increase from this time last year. But yeah, so that's kind of the rundown of what's going on in the market here. Interest rates are kind of basically, staying where they're at. They're nothing crazy. I haven't seen a really huge increase or decrease. It's kind of right around 3.5 to 7% aspect of it. So I think that's, it's where it's going to be. So, I mean, in that sense, people like to try to say they want to time the market, but I don't think timing the market's important. The time when you're ready is what's important, and so I think that's the biggest thing. We love doing coaching sessions here with our clients, whether you're buyer or seller, getting you into that mindset of is now the right time for you to buy, not necessarily is timing the market the right thing. So happy to help you in any of those aspects of it. Give us a holler down here, 672-7670, and look forward to working with you. And if you have any questions, let us know. Reach out to us on any social media platform. If you like what we're talking about, appreciate the reviews and things of that sort. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. But until next week, we'll see you then. And